What's up, everybody? This is Carmine Davis, and you are watching and listening to the Carmine Davis Show. All right, so we have to get into the show really, really quickly. It's 11:30, and the club is full of ballers, and their pockets full of grown. Okay, I have a birthday party dinner to get to, and I'm probably gonna be late. I've got 30 minutes to do this, so let's knock it out. If you're new to the show, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. We're doing the Carmine's Cash App contest. I'm announcing a winner this week for the third winner, and then we have one more after that. So you have two more chances to win. All you have to do is subscribe to the show on YouTube, rate and review a podcast, and comment under a video. The more you comment and the more you rate and review on YouTube, the higher your chances are being bumped up to being on the wheel multiple times, right? So then you have to follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Carmine Davis and instagram.com/Carmine Davis Show. Then you also have to follow and stream and review a podcast in the audio format on Spotify or Apple. Okay? Does that make any sense? If not, go to CarmineDavis.com/CCC rules and we will cash app you if your name is chosen. All right? I feel like people are just fucking this whole thing up. You have to have a cash app account with your name on it. Legally, I feel like that just makes sense. But I feel like a lot of people in the past, like winners and all that, it's not clicking. So, but enough of that. Let's get into the show, honey. LoveBScott.com reports JuliaFox says she was Kanye West's little puppet that he weaponized against Kim Kardashian. All right. JuliaFox is speaking out about her short romance with Kanye West. Fox briefly dated West back in January 2022 following his divorce from Kardashian after 8 years of marriage. Fox opened up about her time with West in an interview with the Los Angeles Times. I really understood him on a visceral level, Fox told the outlet as she explained. Thought ultimately I'd be helping a precarious situation in regard to West's recent divorce. But I learned very quickly that I was being weaponized, the Uncut Gem stars added. I just felt like his little puppet. Fox, who went lightly on detailing the relationship in her memoir Down the Drain, confessed that she did not sign a non-disclosure agreement when she was with the rapper. I'm not signing a fucking NDA just on principle. I never have and I never will, the model said before noting, unless it's a professional opportunity, then sure. Fox claims follow a bizarre list of demands that West allegedly requests of his current wife, Bianca Censori, an architect who was employed as an architectural designer at West's brand Yeezy. Since November 2020, Censori reportedly obliged to the unusual guidelines because he has convinced her that they are royal. Insiders claim that the overbearing West has been even instructed his Australian Kardashian lookalike to never speak. She is also required to eat certain food items and to work out even though Kanye West doesn't work out. Sources spilled as Censori's inner circle claimed that she lost her individuality in the relationship. Insiders close to Censori told the Daily Mail that when it comes to West, she has no mind of her own anymore and obeys him. After her relationship with West grew serious, sources alleged that Censori began distancing herself from her once close friends. She's shut everyone out and told one of our former friends to fuck off. And when they tried to ask her if she was okay. She is saying that her friends are just jealous of her stardom, insiders told the outlet. Since being linked to the Chicago rapper, Censori has showed off her figure in tight skin-hugging outfits that was reportedly styled for her, similar to his strong influences on ex-wife's fashion choices. I mean, are we anybody surprised? Like, one, I talk about Kanye a lot on the show because I love Kanye. I think that Kanye is an influence. He is a genius. I think he is one of those people who has such a strong dynamic and influence that I feel it would be impossible to really take him down. But I do believe that Kanye is his worst enemy. And I think that Kanye's genius and his mind is a place that he goes and pulls a lot of creativity out. He's created a lot of great things, sound. He's opened up a complete different soundscape in hip hop and music entirely, completely. Every time he comes out, style-wise, we're all influenced by him. He's a genius. But I think with all of that comes a lot of, what do I want to say? What's the nice thing to say? There's a lot of issues. There's a lot of issues. Him and his control with women, his control with his spouses and his girlfriends, telling him what to wear, what to eat, what to drink. I know you got somebody over there getting you together, in the words of Nene Leakes, telling you when to think, when to drink, when to speak. It's crazy. It's a little weird. But I think niggas who don't have shit will talk to their wives and treat their wives worse. You know what I mean? Like, would you rather be with Rodney down the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't have shit, and have him telling you when you can hang out with your friends or when you can't go? I'm not saying anything I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that a lot of men are extremely controlling, and a lot of women want to be controlled in their relationships. There are women who have low self-esteem, who don't think that they know the way to go. They don't think they have the answer. So they rely on a man to tell them when to drink, when to think. You have your own brain now, in the words of Nene. Like, there are women out there who do it. I don't think it's right. I'm just making sense of it, right? Kanye is obviously insecure. So he does require a woman around him who probably has to do what he says to make him feel secure, make him trust her, make him let down his guard, and to give her financial exchanges, riches, you know what I mean? Like, in exchange for her body, he's given her a lifestyle where she doesn't have to work. I mean, and her dignity and all those things. And some people, they think that it's worth it. Leave a comment below if you understand where I'm coming from. As far as JuliaFox is concerned, I love her. I've always loved Julia. She always kind of gave me loose cannon vibes, and not even loose cannon, like free woman. She always gave me free woman. She had her own idea, and I don't feel like she would be able to be in that space for too long. I don't feel like she's the type to be tamed, and I feel like she probably didn't take those claims very lightly. And so now she's using, she might have been weaponized, but now she's weaponizing her relationship with Kanye, which is genius. I like her. I think as far as like white girls, she is top tier. She's got a style. She's gorgeous. Yes, of course, Kanye influenced her style and told her what to think, when to drink, when to eat, but I think even she stepped out and she's proven to us that she has her own individual style and her own mind, and she's pretty smart, and I like that. She's a little problematic, but she's not too problematic. She's the right amount of problematic that I like in my white woman. Leave a comment below if you agree with me, or if you disagree, let me know. And we're going to move on again. If you're new to the show, subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. I don't do it for my health. 5 stars, because I am a 5-star bitch, okay? And this next one is from loveyscott.com, okay? This one has been the talk of everybody. Drake disappoints fans for allegedly shading ex Rihanna on new song Fear of Heights. After once professing he was in love with Rihanna since the day he met her, Drake apparently now thinks she's nothing special. Drake appeared to have disappointed his fans due to his remarks on one of his songs. Shortly after his track, Fear of Heights, was released, the Hotline Bling rapper was alleged to have thrown shade at former girlfriend and singer Rihanna. On Friday, October the 6th, the 36-year-old spitter became a hot topic on X, formerly known as Twitter, as fans voiced their thoughts on the new single. One of them wrote, Drake rapping about Rihanna in 2023 and sounding as mature as he did in 2013 is disappointing as it is predictable. Meanwhile, another candidly pinned, Drake dissing Rihanna on the album is crazy. Laughing emoji. He's so salty, I'm weak. The same day, Rihanna's fans came to her defense in the same social media platform, one of them stating that Drake dissed Rihanna, my baby, she is somewhere changing diapers for the 20th time this morning. This lady does not give a fuck, LOL. Similarly, another bragged about the Love on the Brain singer and her achievements. Rihanna ended her relationship with Drake years ago. Since then, she started her own makeup line, had a family, and got nominated for an Oscar. I promise you she's not worried about that man. Drake released the song, which is featured in his 8th studio album, For All the Dogs, early on Friday, October the 6th. On the track, he raps, look, Why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? That could never be. Gal can't ruin me. Better him than me. Better it's not me. I'm anti. I'm anti. Yeah, and the sex was average with you. Yeah, I'm anti because I had it with you. Okay, I'm auntie like a dad, like your daddy's sister. Auntie like a family picture, and I had way better bitches than you. To be honest, yeah, that man, he's still with you. He can't leave you. Y'all go on vacations. I'll be in Antilles. Social media users believe that Drake disses Rihanna on the song by making reference of her album titled Anti and its featured track Sex With Me. Moreover, they speculated that Drake shaded her current partner, ASAP Rocky, with whom she shares 2 children. Drake and Rihanna, who have collaborated on songs like Work, Take Care, Too Good, and What's My Name, first sparked romance rumors back in 2009. He admitted in 2016 that he was someone that she was someone that I've been in love with since I was 22 years old. However, in 2018, she revealed that they don't have a friendship now, but we're not enemies either. Whew. Niggas be bitter, child. I don't know what it is. I don't listen to a nigga who has not, you know, grown up when it's time to break up. I've had this happen in my own life. Niggas be really, really weird and mad because you don't want to backtrack with them, or that you've moved on and you're happy, or you don't reach for them like the other bitches. You know, could I have been basic in the bedroom if you've written all these songs about me? Could I be basic if you have not double tapped and liked? This nigga was getting in fights with Chris Brown and shit for Rihanna. If you don't know, you know, look it up. Drake was always kind of like a clown for Rihanna. And now that she's moved on, she's settled down, she's actually the baddest she's ever been because she's focused, she's in her bag, she's a mother now, she's a billionaire. We still want music from her, and we don't want music from Drake. I think we're done. You know, I think the Complex boys, you know, the Hype Beast boys, they eat Drake up every time he comes out, right? Because they don't have an identity outside of Drake and Yachty and all those boys. But I think for the average listener, I think we've heard enough from Drake. You know, you're the one who had a baby and still out here in these streets with cornrows and curls and twists and barrettes in your hair, which is cute. I love the style on Drake, right? But it seems as though Drake is still out here trying to get it like he's never gotten it before. Whatever's at home is not fulfilling him. He's never had a partner that fulfilled him. And maybe he feels some type of way because Rihanna does. Every woman who's come across him is somehow in his songs and somehow dissed, and they ain't shit because they don't love him or they're not with him anymore. But he speaks up for, like he said, this album is for all the dogs. There are niggas that are like that. Texting you're a fucking bitch, you're a weak ass bitch, because you're married now and happy, you're moved on, and they will be toxic with you forever. They can't be happy for you because they're not happy for themselves. And it's just sad, really. But he is creating a brand that embodies what a lot of men are. I'm not totally sure how much now, thinking about it, I don't know how much of what we see of Drake artist-wise and how he really feels as a person, I don't know how much of them correlate. I totally feel like Drake has a completely secret life. He's a Scorpio. I feel like Drake the artist and Aubrey Graham the person are two completely different people, and I feel like they have two different identities. And I feel like Drake has to catch up and stay relevant to be, a dog. Hanging out with Lil Yachty is weird. You know what I mean? Like, not that I'm saying like he's weird, but I mean, like, you don't have friends. It's convenient. That's what I would say. It's extremely convenient, and I feel like Lil Yachty's coming up. You attach yourself with whatever's hot, and I feel like that's a smart move. But at the same time, like, you're being messy, and it's starting to kind of get catty. Pick another shtick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you constantly, and I mean, he's been doing it for years, talking about his exes and his relationships and using it as therapeutic, like putting it in his art and using it as clickbait or cannon fodder and ways to bring people into talking about his record. We talk about his albums every time because he's always dissing some woman, you know what I mean? Like attacking some girl, but it is kind of getting played, and now you're getting Rihanna. Like, child, please. All right, we're going to move on to the next hot topic from loveyscott.com. But of course, before we do that, make sure you guys subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. Go to CARMINEDAVIS.com/CCC rules to see how you can compete for the Carmine's Cash App contest, okay? I'm giving away $20 to $200 to a lucky subscriber who rates, reviews this podcast in visual and audio formats, and follow us on Instagram.com/CarmineDavis, Instagram.com/CarmineDavis Show. Okay, you have to do all those things and have an active Cash App in your name to win. All right, this next hot topic is from loveyscott.com. And speaking of Lil Yachty asks Nicki Minaj to unblock me because I'm a genuine fan. Lil Yachty is still campaigning for Nicki Minaj to unblock him on social media after all these years. Joined by August Arrogant Tay, who has a strong bond with Nicki Minaj and previously worked as her hairstylist, Yachty revisited her decision to block him. You know, Nicki got me blocked, he said around the 49-50 minute point. What you do, you must have done some shit, Tay responded. You know what's crazy? I'm actually a huge Nicki fan, Yachty said. I think she's great, and I'm gonna take a second in time to, again, for maybe the third time, address Nicki. I would love for you to unblock me because I'm a genuine fan. Tay suggested he could message Nicki to get her to unblock Lil Bo, who suggested he never intended to ruffle her feathers. Tay said that he hoped Yachty didn't do anything crazy to upset Nicki, and Yachty kind of just moved on to the next topic. In 2018, Yachty spoke with TMZ's Raquel Harper late night on her BET late night show, Rock Rants, and suggested he was on Cardi B's side when it comes to her issues with Nicki. He even said that he would have turned down an offer to collaborate with Nicki if it came because of Cardi, who has a management deal with the same label Yachty is signed to, Quality Control. As much as I probably would want to, he added in a tweet, he clarified, Cardi showed me so much love, and Cardi showed me too much love for me to be in the dark about whose side I'm with. I fuck with Nicki, though. Ben did since elementary school. They just twisted my words. These days, Yachty is good friends with Drake, showing up multiple times on the production side of his new album, For All the Dogs. Since Drizzy came up around the same time as Nicki as part of Young Money, Yachty asked if Drake could help him out in 2021. It's the Barbs, man. They're killing me, Yachty said when asked about the beef. I woke up yesterday to a heap of fire under my butt from the Barbs, and the thing about that is I'm just big on loyalty. I got a lot of love for Cardi, and she's damn near family member, so I'll do whatever. I'm going to die, but I've loved Nicki Minaj since I was a child. I even hit Drake. I'm like, yo, Drake, tell Nicki I love her. I love her to death. I checked this morning. I'm still blocked. That's right. You know, I did not know that Tay had a podcast, which is really cool. But I don't know. If Nicki don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. No. I just feel like one thing about Nicki is that she might be larger than life, and when she's pissed, and you know, from across the room, it can look like you're not understanding what's really going on. But just watching her and analyzing the decisions that she made and the people that she's chosen to not deal with, I see why. I can totally see why. How do you sit your motherfucking ass up there and talk about me and then turn around and knowing that you're going to want to work with me later? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that people need to start watching their mouths. And I feel like we can't forget that. People feel like they can say whatever they want when the situation is funny or when it's moving in someone else's direction, right? It was cool to talk shit about Nicki when Cardi was bubbling and seemingly to be the winner in the situation. You want to diss her, and I'm loyal to Cardi. But now, 2 years later, you're trying to beg for her to unblock you. You should have just sat there and ate your motherfucking food, Yachty. I hope she never unblocks you, and I hope that I hope you just take the Drake features and the Drake placements and run with it. People have got to learn to watch their motherfucking mouths. And I'm gonna stand on that. You can't turn around and diss people and turn around and ask for something later or ask for forgiveness later. Atonement, like that's strange. Like you've got to watch your mouth and choose your words carefully. If you love Nicki like you said you did, right? That should have never been a conversation that you should have been a part of. What the fuck did Cardi do for you? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all signed to the same label. Y'all not really family. This is work. This is industry shit. You know, don't get it twisted. She might have put some money in your pocket, but that's her motherfucking job. But that's the show. Make sure you guys subscribe and review this podcast. I ain't got shit else for y'all. I gotta get ready. You know, it's a party tonight, and I've got to go get a gift. I got to get dressed, jump fly. I'm gonna post some photos on Instagram. Don't forget to stream my new single, I Know a Boy's Life, on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, wherever you listen to your music. Stream it, run it up, and I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all next week.